Yo, my PP doesn't get fully hard because of car. I'm going to bed for the first time. My girlfriend takes her clothes off. I do the same. But my penis doesn't get hard. And when it finally does, it doesn't stay hard for too long. I can't keep it up. But alright, I stay fine. It's just the first time I'm just stressed out. But it happens another time, then another time. It's also not my testosterone because I can do it all by myself in my room. Then it's fine. So it's not my testosterone. I realize that the problem is that throughout half of my life, I've trained my brain to get aroused by women who have 10 out of 10 bodies. I've trained my brain that if a body is less than 10 out of 10, then I'm not really that aroused. I'm not really that happy to see this. Porn distorted my standards regarding female body, and everybody knows this. Everybody knows this, but the moment I truly realized that was when I was in bed and couldn't get hard. This was the moment when I fully realized how harmful porn is. Like, you don't even know how bad it is. I used to think that masturbation is way worse than porn. I couldn't be more wrong. I couldn't be more wrong. If I could go back in time and never masturbate again, or never watch porn again, I would never watch porn again, and I would freaking masturbate two times a day. That's how harmful porn is. Masturbation, alright, it's harmful as well. But porn is just so bad. Like, imagine that scenario. Imagine how I felt in that scenario. This is just so messed up. That if a body is not 10 out of 10, then I don't really feel aroused by it. And I can't really get that hard or just get so happy in the mood for this. Imagine that. Like, the more porn you watch, the more messed up things you watch. And I wasn't watching any messed up things, but these bodies just had to be so freaking perfect. They had to be just 10 out of 10. But when in life are you gonna get the 10 out of 10, like, perfect? Like, very rarely. This reminds me of Andrew Globerman from Big Mouth. This is such a degenerate show, but he watched porn for the whole night. Like 12 hours or I don't know how long, but he started with some normal shit, right? But he ended up watching some peeing grandmas, like, I'm not gonna say, but he started off so normally, but with time, he ended up on some peeing grandmas. And this is not even funny, like, this is so fucked up, and this is so real, this is so relatable. Like, at the beginning, I wouldn't need these perfect scenarios, I wouldn't need these perfect bodies. I would just watch anything, right? But then it turned down to scrolling and scrolling and scrolling so many of these because, oh, this is not right, this is not right, this is not right. It's just so fucked up. I'm like Andrew Globerman in that situation. I didn't end up with some grandmas, but the principle stays the same. The more porn you watch, the more distorted your brain is. You must cut yourself off from this bullshit. Do not have the same consequences as I do, or at least did, because now I fixed this shit. But you don't wanna have the same experiences as I did. Because you have trained your brain that something less than 10 out of 10 is not good. So now I no longer have these problems, and if you don't wanna struggle with the same shit that I did, listen carefully. I want you to, first of all, stop watching porn at all. I stopped watching it. Even though I felt tempted, I was like, no, I'm never ever gonna come back to that situation. I never want that situation to repeat itself again. So I was so freaking motivated to not watch it again in my life. And I'm doing really good. So just stay away from this bullshit, like, as much as possible. And it's not just porn. It's soft porn on Instagram, for example. Like, you're watching these girls in bikini and you say, no, I'm not watching porn. Who are you lying to? You are. You are. You clearly are. Even though you don't see everything because she is covered with, like, 5% of her body is covered. Who gives a fuck? What about the over 95%? So you just be honest to yourself. Just be honest. Do not watch any of that bullshit. Because this is just gonna lead you to the same ED that I did. I also, what I did was, I was like, this sounds stupid, but I was saying affirmations in my head, or even out loud in bed. I would be saying, oh, you look so beautiful, your body is perfect. Even out loud or in my head. And this shit works. If you repeat this a few times, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's actually like perfect. That's what you're gonna, like, you will lie to yourself. But is it a bad lie? I don't think so. I think that this sort of lies is just good. So repeat these affirmations in your head. Repeat this thing in your head. And I'm telling you, this will help like so much. You will start seeing the beauty in the imperfections. Like, I know that this sounds so cliche, but I think that this is just so true. For somebody to end up with ED at 17, this is just crazy. So I'm telling you, this works. So just start repeating this line in your head and start seeing the beauty in the imperfections. And the third and last thing is, if you slip up, if you have to slip up, first of all, do not scroll among 100 videos. Just pick the first one. Or just pick someone, do not scroll with so many videos, don't look at so many of these bodies. Just pick one. It doesn't have to be perfect. It should not be perfect. It cannot be perfect. If you pick the first one and her body is too good, no. Pick some, like, fat girl. Like, I don't want to be rude or anything. I don't want to be fat phobic, right? But just pick some girl that you don't find that attractive. But do not scroll. Pick that, and that's it. You will not click on another and another, just search for that perfect frame. No. That's it. If you have to slip up, if you do slip up because you might, if you have been like, if you had this addiction for years now, it's gonna be so hard to not slip up, even once in the future. So if you do, just pick one, and the one that is far from perfect. I'm telling you, if you remember about these 3 points, just stop watching this, say affirmations, and if you slip, just pick the bad video among not many. If you remember about these 3 points, you will not have the same problems with ED that I had. Because this is just so shameful to admit this in front of the camera, but I think that if I heard this message a few months or years ago, I wouldn't have the same problems that I had. So I just hope that you will learn from this video and that you will never touch porn again. And if you do, you know what to do. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like the video, and have a good day, dude.